Sorry. So this is now on. So I'll put that right there. So everything is on right now. And you can just look at me. Okay. So let's start with your name. What's your name?
My name is Brenda Torres.
And where do you live currently?
Currently, I live here in Hartford, Connecticut.
And how old are you?
I'm 47 years old.
And what's your occupation?
I own a restaurant, Criollissimo restaurant, in New Britain, Connecticut,
And what's your ethnicity?
Puerto Rico.
So were you born in Puerto Rico?
I born in Ponce. That's in the south of the island. Ponce, Puerto Rico.
And when did you come to the United States?
I come to the United States in 1988,
And was Hartford the first place that you came to?
New Britain. New Britain.
And why did you come to New Britain?
I come to visit my father and my mom. In that time, I was in school, in college, in Puerto Rico, in San Juan. Yeah, I come to visit in that time. And then I went back. Yeah, I came back. So,
So what was here in New Britain that made you decide to come back and live here?
in that time, I saw a lot of potential. I was in business administration. I was in the school for business administration. In that time, my father and my mom, they was working in a restaurant for another person. Yeah, it was very interesting what we're doing. Yeah, I see the community. It was a small community, but very, very together. Everybody know each other in that time. And I said, I'm going back to Puerto Rico, but definitely I want to go back. I open my own restaurant, and that's what happened. That's why I came here because I saw a lot of potential in this town, near to Hartford. That's the city, near to Hartford, like 15, 20 minutes. And I love it. It was very quiet town, very ethnic. It's a lot of Polish people, French, Afro-American, the Puerto Rican community. In that time, there was grew up more, and that's why I came back.
Do you remember what was going on in Hartford in 1988 when you came?
I remember 1988 was the government in that time. It was Roland. Roland was after him, but I was interested about the politics, everything, and it was a move. It was a lot of for independence from Puerto Rico. It was a big group of people from the independence for Puerto Rico, independence, and I met them in that time. Because that time what happened was happened the West Fargo couple years after, and it was a commitment of the revolution, and it was a big group in that time. Yeah, I was looking for where they met them, but I never met them. After a couple years that I opened my own restaurant, we did a couple like to talk about politics, about United States and Puerto Rico, about what's going on, and that happened past like 7 years after I came here.
So you came right during the Macheteros trial.
Exactly. So yeah, I met in that time. I met a lot of people involved in the group. It was very interesting.
So would you describe the time as tense? Like, was everybody on pins and needles? Was everyone um, like a little bit alarmed or shocked or scared? No.
No, I think it was more, in that time, the Puerto Rican people, they was more together, more concerned about what happened in Puerto Rico, what happened in Vieques with the Marine, with the base. It was more concerned. People were talking more about that. You know, they want the liberation of the island, for the land. They was looking for that more. It was no. What does they say? It was no fighting or no. They was more concerned about the problem of the island to resolve. Like the Marine, that happened. It happened. And that group, particular group, they worked together with the Puerto Rican too, and New York in that time. That it was not that many. It was like 20. There I remember like 20 people.
Since then, the Independista group here in Hartford, have they declined? Are there less Independistas here in Hartford, or are people more like pro-statehood or like Commonwealth?
People more in the Commonwealth. Less independentista is definitely more. I see it. The real independentista, they right now, you don't see that. You see them more in the island, not outside. I don't think the big movement, the movement is not that big, like 20 years ago, or like 15 years ago.
Is this because they were put in exile? Like, are they hiding? Like, what happened to them?
I don't think it's not hiding, and I think people move from Hartford, and everybody, move to different, doing different things, and it's not they got the time or. It's like a revolution, like a school. They don't want to do it anymore. No, they're tired.
Yeah, let me get actually one more thing.
That's what I think.
Was Criollissimo your first restaurant, or were you doing something before Criollissimo?
No, it's my first restaurant. See, my first restaurant, and I built by my own, and I did everything.
And was it always at this location?
Yes, always in this location, 340 R Street. Always. I start very small, and then the years and years that I've been here, we're doing better, much better, better and better, and that's why a lot of people. We have people from all over. It's a family restaurant.
So, would you say that generations of people within the community have passed through the restaurant?
Yes. It's a lot of generation, a lot of like two generation, like 22 years, and everybody, they left. They go to school. Some then move to different town. Some of them come back to Puerto Rico, and they coming back to visit a family. Oh, you're still here? I say yes, I'm still here. It's a lot of support from the community. Plus, I'm doing a lot for the community too.
Do people in Puerto Rico, in the island, do they know about the restaurant?
Yes. Where I grew up, my town, the mayor, we do like a carnival every year. And the like 10 years ago at the carnival, they give me recognition for my work for the restaurant, for the businesswoman that I've been to entrepreneur.
And so do you go back to the island frequently?
Yes, I try to go 2 times a year or 1 time a year. Yes.
And do you go to visit family or for vacation?
Most of the time I go vacation. I like to visit the art museums. I like to go to San Juan. I like to visit the food in Puerto Rico now. The gastronomic is amazing. They're doing a lot of young people is into food network and food channels, and I'm enjoying to see what they're doing right now with our authentic Puerto Rican food. It's different. It's totally different. It's very interesting. Very interesting.
So have you incorporated the new food styles that they're coming up with over there here in your restaurant?
Well, we took a little. I took a little bit idea. I take ideas from my brother. He's a chef in Puerto Rico, but a lot of stuff what they do there, we don't have the produce like the vegetable or the fruit, and they use a lot of fruit that we don't have here, and like the sauce they do tamarind sauce, they do citrus sauce that we can find that here, but it's more expensive. And my restaurant is more authentic Puerto Rican food, ethnic, and a lot of people they don't know. So I can change the menu offer, but every week I do something different. People at least can try.
In that sense, is it hard living in Hartford because you don't have access to all of like the vegetables and the fruits that you need to make like authentic Puerto Rican food?
Before it was difficult. Now we have like 5 years ago they opened a new produce market, and they provide most of the produce from the Caribbean, what we need.
And have you ever been to other areas in the United States where there are large Puerto Rican population?
Well, I've been to Florida, Orlando. In Orlando, they have a big population. But I went to Cleveland, Ohio. Cleveland, Ohio, they have a big population of Puerto Rican people too. And that is. But I've been to Orlando a couple times, and it's huge Puerto Rican community.
Do you have family in Orlando?
No.
Do you have family elsewhere in the United States?
No. My family, my mom, she lives here with me. My brother worked here, and my nephew just came from Puerto Rico like 9 months ago, and he's here working with me.
So most of your family, they still live in Puerto Rico?
Yes.
Is there anything that you miss about Puerto Rico that you can't find here in Hartford?
Well, I miss a lot of things. I miss the carnivals. I miss the art. They do a lot of art festival. That is amazing. The theater in Puerto Rico, they have good theater too. I used to go when I was in San Juan, and they bring shows from all over the world, and I miss that. And the weather.
Do you feel that here in Hartford, although you said you miss theater and art in Puerto Rico, do you feel that here in Hartford those things are growing?
I see more and more, like the Bushner Park, the Bushner Theater. celebrate the this week they're gonna bring Gran Combo from Puerto Rico. At the this week, the thing is the 16th of March. And the Bushner Theater, is a beautiful theater. And to bring the best salsa orchestra from Puerto Rico, que they celebrate 50 years of music, it's gonna be very interesting. And I'm involved on the Puerto Rican Festival and the Puerto Rican Parade, and that's gonna happen June 2nd. I'm the person the running all the vendors at helping, and we're trying to bring more cultural for the kids, cultural music, art, and the city of Hartford, the mayor, is more involved in that, and that's what I see with the new administration. I'm involved in that. I'm trying to support 100% of my time.
Do you know all of the vendors in the area?
No, they know that I'm the person in charge, and they call me. Most of the men are coming from different. They're coming from Florida, from New York. I have vendors from Hartford, from New Britain. Restaurant, we call it's ethnic. We're gonna have that day Colombian, from Venezuela. We're gonna have from all over vendors. They're gonna provide the food and people can try it. It's not only one day from Puerto Rico, it's only from the cultural, from the Spanish people.
I was talking to Carol, and she was saying how in the beginning you used to be very involved with like bringing artists to Hartford. Are you still involved with that?
Not like before. I did it. I was 15 years ago, 10 years ago. I was involved in bringing some artists, new artists, and I try to support the music from Puerto Rico and bring good music here. But it's very challenging. It's very difficult because the club right now we don't have a club. We have to provide the club, provide the transportation. But I still hope. Like right now I'm involved in the Puerto Rican Parade. I did the Puerto Rican Festival last year, and I bring local music, music from Puerto Rico.
So, so there's still no club that's specifically for Puerto Rican Hispanic music. You have to you have to rent a space.
Yes, it's not a specific for concerts. It's from different. Everybody can bring the artists in particular places they have available. But theater, most of the Bushnell part, they do their own.
So, what's on the menu today?
In the menu today we have soup, chicken soup. We have a Spanish vegetable. That's yam, sweet plantains. We have yautía. We got malanga and yuca. That's cassava. Plus we have beans, yellow rice, white rice. We got beans. We have a steak, cube steak. We have pork chops. We got ribs, barbecue ribs. We got baked chicken and catfish. That's the menu for Monday, for today.
And does the menu change from day to day?
Menu change day to day. The meat stays the same, but in Puerto Rico we do a lot of stew. A stewed chicken, a stewed beef, a stewed goat.
Una preguntita. La motora que tú tenías, ¿necesita licencia para eso?
Puede tener.
Es que
Estamos grabando.
Oh.
Okay. All right. I'm sorry. We can call up.
Yes.
Yes. We do in Puerto Rico. We do a lot of stewed chicken. A stew. A stew is sauce with potato, vegetable. And we do a stew chicken, a stew beef, we do a stew goat, a stew veal, and we change. Every day we have different stew for the whole week.
Okay. And on the island, are there foods that you eat daily? Like,
Yes. In the island, most Puerto Rican people eat rice and beans every day. They eat in lunch and they eat at dinner. We eat a lot of. We like fish. We eat fish. What our fish is the Caribbean is more red snapper, mahi mahi. That's the fish we have in the island, and it's more fresh. People go fresh to the market to get the fish. Like right now is the Christian Catholic week. We call Semana Santa, and we do kingfish every house in Puerto Rico. Every Friday we don't eat meat, and we do kingfish. We eat, plus we eat a lot of pork, but we have a lot of. Our diet is very balanced. We got vegetable, plus we have rice, we got protein, carb.
you mentioned that you didn't say that you were celebrating Semana Santa, but you mentioned it. Are a lot of Puerto Ricans Catholic?
Yes.
Okay.
Puerto Rican is half of the island, I think. Half of the island is Catholic. We Catholic Church is very strong. Every town have a Catholic church in Puerto Rico. Yes.
Here in Hartford, do you see a lot of Puerto Ricans going to the Catholic Church?
Yes. And here in New Britain too. Well, St. Mary Church in New Britain is a big Catholic Puerto Rican family.
And are there other churches that are up and coming, or?
It's another churches. It's Protestant. They have evangelists. They have a lot of Puerto Rican people. They look more for to Christian. They look for to get something in background. It's not Catholic only. They're very religious. Our community, our people.
And are there foods that you eat specifically for celebrations, like Christmas or Three Kings Day or quinceañera?
It's most of the quinceañera, Three King Days. Three King Days is very big day in Puerto Rico. I come from that town where we celebrate for 100 years, 110 years. And so you see all the three kings around, it's because I believe in three kings. I believe when I was young, my father and my mom took us to church. That day is a beautiful day for celebrate the.
Alright, so that was, wait, I have to put in a new tape. So we're talking about Three
Kings
Day. We can have a break time.
Yes, you want something to drink?
No, I'm fine.